my goodness, great morning. Let's go ahead and pull and look at a spiritual. What can you tell us today? Nice spiritual message. What do we get today? Let's see what I have to talk on today. What we have going into it is abundance. About abundance. Abundance of what? Let's pull another one of these and let's look and see what we have. Abundance of starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Okay, so there are infinite possibilities and we have the abundance of availability for that. You know, we have free will. That's what our journey's about here. Free will and just having an abundance of experiences. Okay, infinite possibility. But we're going to pull some other cards and see what else is going to tell us about it. So going into it, it's about what are we holding on to. Okay. What is it that we use to, are we grounding ourselves in our actions when it comes to where we live, what we're doing, our life in general? Challenge is what we're building. The architecture and the tower moments, okay? So are we, these are the secret things, okay? Secret things about what we're holding on to and about actions. Are our actions balanced? Are they grounded? The 4 is always about grounding and balance and being able to move forward. So this is again with your home life, where you live. When I say where you live, I don't just mean your physical structure. I mean how you live within your own consciousness, what things you're doing. And the challenge is, again, what you're building, the architecture, who you're working with, what you're working with, and if there is a tower moment, you know, where things are just, and we're all going to hit them along the way, tower moments. Do you have a good support system around you that can help you to ground and looking at your actions going forward? Again, don't forget we have infinite possibilities. And somewhere along the line, I say usually you'll either have a difficult childhood or you'll have difficult later years, one or the other. Okay? So be prepared for that as much as you can and understand that this is part of our learning process here, what we come to. But it says make sure that you work on your actions, building a good architecture, have a good in your life. Look at what you're holding on to within it. The tools, we have so many tools within us, and to stay grounded in our actions with what you're doing. And that can help mitigate some of these tower moments that we have. Now, some of our greatest learning experiences come from navigating through these tower moments. We find out we have more strength than we thought we had, more resilience, etc. So the tower moments are also a part of our learning process. Of course, we don't want to go through those, but that's part of some of the things that we're here to give us that resistance. It's and what's just popping in with that when a bird is coming out of its shell, you can't help it. You don't want to help it. Or any kind of an animal, butterflies, etc. They need to develop their strength, their wings, their resistance. Okay, that's part of the journey. The difficult time helps to build us up with our in a strengthening. Okay, so people again that are, and I've seen this many times, they want to coddle their children, do everything for them, and the children do not learn to gain strength. Okay, you have to have some resistance. You have to have some challenges along the way to build up strength, to build up character, etc. If you coddle them too much, they become wounded. They cannot fend for themselves. They have not learned. They don't have enough learning experiences. Okay, so again, part of our learning experiences are the tower moments. And so hopefully we look at those in a bit of different light. Now, again, in my own journey, when you're going through it, you can have really those difficult times and you go, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening? But then when you're much later down the path, you look back on it and you see that it actually did have value. The fact that I had no closeness in my family, was never told anything positive, no positive support anywhere, never heard we love you. It was always the opposite of that. And that gave the strength, and also that started the journey early, looking and learning and going forward within, looking for God, looking for the truth of what things are. Okay, now if I had been coddled as a small child, I would have depended on the family and would not have made that journey. So you look at these things, and while it feels so heinous when you're going through it, later you get more perspective and you see that those things have value in your life, that they set you up for deeper experiences along the way. So on that note, I'm going to leave that here, but remember, we have an abundance of infinite possibilities in our lives. So remember, keep your actions grounded, okay? Keep them in balance. Look at what you're holding to. Look at what you're building, what you're actively building, and the tower moments as to how they have affected and what they can add to your journey of learning in this school of life. So on that note, I'll leave that here. Hopefully that's helped somebody in their own journey to come to more understanding and a bit more appreciation for the really difficult times that we may experience within our lives. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.